Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday, March the 20th, 2020. It's time for pre-market PulseScan with yours truly, Dex the Algo Capitalist, Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com. What a week it has been. There has been a plethora of information and news and fake news and disinformation, contradictory reports. And today you got the sheeple clamoring for total lockdown. The sheep are calling for mandatory quarantines. And they want anyone that is not self-quarantining not only to feel bad, but they want them arrested and forced quarantined. I am not kidding. Our neighborhood online newsletter and chat room has been just going crazy with people wanting to force these quarantines. As a matter of fact, they're parroting the mainstream news dogma, such as if you don't self-quarantine right now and close your businesses, they're calling for the mom and pop businesses that are open to close, that you're killing people and you're responsible for the deaths of millions of people. You are Adolf Hitler. You are Mussolini. You are Attila the Hun. You are the CIA. Excuse me. That's what they're saying. If you don't self-quarantine and close your mom and pop. See, the mom and pops aren't getting the bailout. Only select giant Fortune 500 companies and industries are getting it. Basically, any kind of industrial complex, those are the ones that are getting the money, not the mom and pops that employ the people. All right? So you got to know that going into this. All right, so a bit of news. I did not get a chance to load the reports with the thingamadoodle, whatchamacallit. Ran out of time last night. I did not finish testing. I got to run some more tests and do some things before I can do that install. Lord willing, maybe I'll get it done today. All right, so the reports are still dope. The system, let's give a round of applause for the PulseWave price triggers this week, man. Kicking tail and taking names. We have been just killing it in the forex market, killing it in the crypto market, killing it in the equity market, killing it in the futures market, just straight killing it. Just robustness across the board. So that's what's up. All right, let's go now into let me get some shout outs this morning. What's up to Rob up in the chat? What's up to Sling? What's up to Paul? What's up to Mick? What up? What up? Thanks for the love and continued support. Without you, none of this is possible. All right, in the news, we got central banks on their A game. Yeah, right, psych. Stocks, oil, and Bitcoin rally as stimulus efforts temper coronavirus fears. We need to see a further decline in volatility and price stabilization before crying victory, one analyst cautioned. An unprecedented surge in layoffs. Goldman Sachs says U.S. jobless claims could spike to a record 2.25 million this week. Goldman's forecast would mark an eightfold increase, more than tripling the previous record set in 1982. So basically, they're trying to say we're going to look at a 20% unemployment rate. Bitcoin price rockets as investors look for a new safe haven. The crypto king is on fire. The cryptocurrency had been down 30% year to date amid a sell-off fueled by coronavirus fears. Dun, dun, dun. U.S. power industry may ask key employees to live at work if coronavirus worsens. Employers could ask essential staff to live on site at power plants and control centers. Reuters reported, and have been stockpiling beds, blankets, and food for them. Maybe I'm a little uninformed, but I thought that's what they did anyway, especially at the nuclear power plant. So what are you talking about? They got their own like little town, little city. You're not allowed to leave. You can't be within like a mile away or whatever. I don't. So what? That's like a what? Why do you even need to report that? We already know that. Come on, I knew people that worked at the nuclear power plant, and they have their own housing quarters right there on base. So what are you talking about? They do live there. They live where they work. They never leave. What? Anyway, let's see. This is Inditex considers 25,000 temporary layoffs in Spain. The fashion giant behind Zara could lay off all of its shop staff in Spain if the country's state of emergency extends beyond April the 15th. Yeah, did you think that the companies were going to keep their staff? They can't pay them. They have to fire them. They have to lay them off and let the nanny state take care of you. Steep capacity cut leaves airlines with overhedged jet fuel headache. No one told you to overhedge. We do have an overhedge position, and that will come at a cost, Qantas Airways finance chief told analysts. Well, then you should be fired. Why are you overhedging? You don't need to overhedge. Once you've locked in your rate as an airline with whoever, you're set. You're good. You're straight. What's the problem? You've ran the numbers, you've calculated your costs, you know what you need to maintain, per share returns, blah, blah, blah. You know how many passengers you need to have in your plane at minimum, all that stuff. So I don't want to hear, oh, we're over leveraged. You're only saying that because the price of the oil has dropped so significantly that you feel in some type of way now. You're not over leveraged. You're just mad because you locked in your price at, let's say, $60 a barrel, and now we're sitting here at, $20 a barrel, and now you feel like, oh no, I'm hurt. I got played. Well, yeah, you did. But what was your alternative? To do an Independence Air fly eye and let your stuff float, and then you got screwed, and in 2008 when the price per barrel went to $150 a barrel. That's what screwed Independence Air. That's what screwed Fly Eye, because they weren't locked in. They didn't have a locked in price. They let their price float, and it was good for a minute. But then when they did that Obama hack into the market and ran the market through the roof for no reason, there was no supply demand issue. And then notice, as soon as it was okay, Obama's a shoe-in, they left the market alone, and the price went right back down to where it was before they did that. They ran that market like that. Remember, crude oil markets they're the most gangster markets in the world because the powers that be use it as a weapon. They have weaponized the crude oil markets, all right, and they use it. They'll run the price up or down to whatever agenda they're working on. They'll run it up. They will do scorched earth. Whenever you see them running the price of crude up, that's a scorched earth method. They're squeezing and using a political thing. That's a political football at that point. They want to hurt one of the political parties. They want to hurt someone, so they figure they will break the back to the American people to do that, to make you want to select the other candidate and not the incumbent. Likewise, they'll let the price fall through the floor if they want to hurt their competition and or the producers, the makers of it. So if they want to hurt the Middle East or whatever, then they'll let the price fall through the floor. So crude oil is a football. It is a political market. That's why it's the most gangster market on the planet. I digress. All right, so steep capacity cuts leave airlines with overheads, jet fuel headache. No, it doesn't. You did it to yourself. Tesla China car registrants fall 35% month on month in February. Overall auto sales in China plunged 79.1% in February, marking their biggest ever monthly decline as coronavirus hammered sales. Stocks rallied. In Europe, Germany's DAX rose 3.7%, Britain's FTSE 100 rose 1.6%, and the Euro Stoxx 50 rose 3.3%. In Asia, China's Shanghai Composite rose 1.6%, and Hong Kong's Hang Seng rose 5.1%, while Japan's Nikkei slid 1%. U.S. stocks were set to rally. Dow Jones Industrial Average, S&P 500, and NASDAQ 100 futures were up between 1% and 2.6%. Key earnings are out. Jewelry giant Tiffany and Company is the highlight. Interesting data is on the docket. Existing home sales will be closely watched. So that's what's going on that one. All right, let's see what else we got. All right, this one is hilarious. Let's see. Twitter will crack down on tweets about fake coronavirus treatments and misinformation. In a blog post, the company said it will require users to remove tweets that deny expert guidance, encourage the use of fake treatments, or contain misleading content purporting to be from experts. In other words, if you are not towing the party line and you're quoting any other expert other than their recognized list of experts, sounds extremely communist to me, then they're going to delete you. Very, 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 very interesting. However, though, all right, that's what Twitter said. But then on the flip side, see, here's the contradictory, twisted hypocriticalness of the social media platform giants. Now, in the same breath, Twitter won't take down a tweet from Elon Musk, which falsely claimed children are essentially immune to the virus, The Verge reports. Musk has consistently downplayed the severity of the coronavirus outbreak. Very interesting. See how they pick and choose? That's what communism gets you. And this is what you asked for. You asked for communism. No, we didn't. We said we wanted a democratic socialist. Well, that's what it is. Communism, dude. Socialism is just a nicer way to say communist. All right? Socialism equals communism. It's just a nicer way of saying it. Do your homework. Check your facts, check your history. Every country, every nation that is socialist has always ended in ruin and shambles. Every single last one of them. There's not one socialist country right now on the planet that is doing just fine. Moving along. A leaked Tesla email contradicted layoff reports and said essential employees should go to work at the factory, which is in a shelter-in-place zone amid the coronavirus outbreak. Country officials have said that Tesla cannot manufacture cars during the shelter-in-place order. See, there we go. Crazy. Now, peep this one. Netflix is reducing the quality of its streams in Europe to avoid straining the internet during the coronavirus outbreak. The company announced Thursday it will reduce bit rates for 30 days across Europe after CEO Reed Hastings spoke with EU Commissioner, Terry Breton, about reducing traffic to European networks. So you trying to tell me your networks are so old and outdated that they can't handle that much volume? Nah, see, I tell you what it is. By doing that, you're playing around with the internet and you're going to make it very difficult for people to get news and information coming from outside of their country. It's not the first time you've done that. Once again, communism sticks up its ugly head. All right, so let's see here. All right, let's see. All right, question. I got in oil at 23 cents from the PulseWave's warning. When should I get out? Well, to be quite honest with you, I'm still waiting for more of a bounce in the oil. You can do what you wish. Remember, it's never a bad idea to take profits. You'll never go broke taking profits. But as for me, like I said, I'm holding. I'm holding on. Um, there is an article from Citibank, I think, whatever, that someone in the room posted. I don't know if you saw it in the trading room, but supposedly it's being delisted. These are going to be delisted. I think the last trading day for it is April the 5th. So basically, I'm treating this like it's a call option. Either it's going to expire and just pay me my money, or I'll be in a position to take profit before then. So either or, it's going to, when they do delist it, it's going to pay you the cash equivalent for whatever the value was on the last day of trading. So they're treating it like an option. So consider it like a call option. Either way, you're gonna get a payout, whether it be more, less, or exactly what you paid for it. So you know, so I'll be watching it every day, and if I see something or whatever, then I will say something. I'll post it in the trading room. But I'm holding right now. All right, let's see what else we got. Let's see. All right. Here's one that's gonna hurt. All right, Grubhub announced last week that it will suspend up to $100 million in commission fees for independent restaurants impacted by the coronavirus, but the deal comes with some major caveats. To get their fees deferred, restaurants must commit to partnering with the online delivery company for an additional year. Go ahead, Big Pimpin'. They know how to get that money. They say, yeah, we're gonna work with you, but you got to sign up for a year and commit to another year. Crazy, man. It's been a crazy week, folks. Seriously, I'm really looking forward to this weekend. Like for real. This has just been one of those weeks. But on a lighter note, it is Take Back Friday. I do not really plan on doing any trading. I'm going to what's the word I'm looking for? I can't even think straight now. What happened? Um, I was going to say something. What was I going to say? I hate it right when you're right on something. Okay, anyway, it's Take Back Friday, so we're gonna be good. We're gonna be chilling today. And oh, now I know what I'm gonna say. Yeah, today, you guys, is Animal Crossing release. So for all you Animal Crossing fans out there that have been waiting and waiting and waiting for new Animal Crossing, today you get your wish. It's coming out. Okay, it's coming out finally. So that's going to be really, really, really a big deal. People are going to be really enjoying themselves with that today. And hey, what else is there to do when you're shut in and there's nothing else to do? There's nothing you can do, right? All right, so I would just definitely chill out. I wouldn't be looking to do too much. It's the quad witch on top of that, and it is what it is. All right, now I'm gonna say this though too. The reason why Elon Musk is being, like kind of like put out there and shamed right now, he's being coronavirus shamed, is because he's not talking about the he's not towing the party line. He's not keeping with the theme. The fear mongering has been ratcheted up like you wouldn't believe. They're actually basically saying that everybody in the United States is going to be infected within like the next 30 days. I mean, just crazy stuff. They're making people lose their minds over here. And people are buying this crap. They're just taking everything that they say as gospel. No one's questioning anything. No, not at all. People are really, really bugging over here in the United States. I mean, they got people scared to death. They are shook. I mean, like shook. All right. So Elon Musk, you're not alone, player. We all know what this is. We know that this is being used to frighten people and to make people panic and go to the stores and buy out all the goods and services, because every time you spend money, you are keeping that economy afloat. So they want you out there panicking, buying up everything, so they can at least say, okay, well, at least we got our retail sales up. At least we got the economy still going. It hasn't grinded to a halt. That's why they've been kind of slow to say, okay, just complete and total martial law. Because if there's martial law, you can't leave your house. And that's why they don't want to go straight hardcore quarantine. They want you to at least go outside during the daytime and shop. All right, people, do the knowledge to this stuff. The mathematics don't add up. And they keep pushing it out there, how many people are dying, but they're not telling you how many people are surviving. Not once have I heard one mainstream media person talk about how many people have survived this outbreak. Not one. They keep hitting you with this many people have died. 2 more people have died. 100 more people have died. 1 billion people have died. That's how they're talking now. They're saying, don't you understand how dangerous this is? Where have I heard this before? Oh, I know. We heard this about the whole immunization and vaccination argument. We heard this about flu shots. We heard this about SARS. We heard this about MERS. We heard this about the bird flu. We heard this about the swine flu. We heard this about the H1N1. Every time something like this came up, they was like, oh, this is so serious. We're all going to die. If you don't get vaccinated right now, then you're a murderer. They always do this. This has been one massive psyop, a global psyop, to control the minds of the people, just to see how effective their brainwashing campaign has been over the last 30 years. That's really what this comes down to. They want to know how effective has the 30-plus year social experiment been. The only way to test that is with the fake virus. This is nothing more than a military exercise, folks. We have participated unwillingly and unbeknownst to us to a massive global psyop. All right, this is a global psyop. They want to know how effective the dumbing down of the educational system, the propaganda system, how effective has it been? Now they got their answer. The people are totally asleep. They're totally sheep, and they will do whatever their government tells them, even if it's destructive to their well-being. And this is what we found, folks. This is what's going on. So wake up. Wake up and deal with it. Wake up and see what's happening. Wake up and see what is going down, because it ain't pretty. All right? It's not pretty what has happened right before our eyes. So take this weekend, folks, to chill. Take this weekend to decompress. Take this weekend to take a load off, to chill out, to chillax. All right, chillax. All right, just relax. That's what you should do. Decompress of all the fake contradictory news. One moment the media is saying Wuhan virus, the next minute they're saying, hey, Donald Trump, you're a racist for saying Wuhan virus, when they've been saying it for the last several weeks. All types of just garbage out there, man. All right. So for the most part, on Take Back Fridays, most Take Back Fridays are quiet. All right. I would say at least 95% of the time the market is quiet on Take Back Friday, and range bound or even narrow range day, narrow range inside day. But then the other 5% of the time you'll have a bull market rally or a bear market, crash. All right. So this is one of those days. It's probably going to be a very narrow range, quiet day because of the quad witching. Everything's expiring. And remember, the market doesn't like to pay people. It likes to take. So it's going to do its best to settle outside of your strike price on all of your options. Like for real, for real. I'm not even playing around. This is real talk, okay? Be safe out there, folks. All right? Be safe out there. And Lord willing, I will have the update to the price triggers. Nothing's changing. Everything's the same. You won't really notice a thing. It's just that the price triggers themselves will be more dramatic and a lot more fun, put it that way. So, but like I said, you gotta be prepared for it, because it's gonna be off the chain once I finish all my work. It's gonna be off the chain. All right, so that's all I got for today, man. No need to be long-winded. There is an 11 o'clock webinar coming up. Okay, so you can go to PulseWaveTrading.com and you can sign up for that. It is free. There's no charge. Just come and check out what we got for you. And you never know. Maybe we'll give away something. I don't know. But you got to come to find out. All right. So with that being said, I will see you guys back here on Monday morning for pre-market PulseScan. If anything jumps off, then I'll do a Sunday emergency thing like I did last week. Lord willing, nothing will jump off over the weekend this time, and we can all relax and take it easy. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be different? All right, with that said, people, remember, PulseWaveTrading.com. You can come break bread with us for $69 a month. Get the power of the price trigger reports in your hand, put right in your hand each and every day. And we'll show you just how much fun you can have with these reports. All right, let's see. There's a question. Let's see here. Dex, what exact quote do you look at to see if bonds are par? TLT, par means 100. Okay, so basically you can take a look at the bond futures. Depending on what trading platform you're using, I always go by the futures. I'm a futures guy. What can I say? All right, so in that respect, on the Thinkorswim platform, it's / Z as in zebra, B as in Bravo. All right, so that's for the bonds. That's the long bond, 30-year bond. 10-year note, if that hasn't changed, I haven't traded that in a long time. It should be TY, T as in Tom, Y as in yo-yo. Same thing, / on Thinkorswim. So you got to put the / in first on the Thinkorswim platform before you put in the TY or the ZB. And that's how you'll know. You can watch that. And as far as the dollar index, it depends on what platform you're using. It has so many different things, but on the Thinkorswim platform, it's $DXY for the dollar. So that's what I do, because TLT is not going to be able to show you that because it's an ETF and it doesn't use bond prices. It moves like an equity. It doesn't move in 30 seconds. Bond futures move in 30 seconds. So that's how that works. All right. Anyone else? Any other questions? If not, like I said, have a blessed weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Spend time with family and friends, and get your Animal Crossing on. What is it? Animal Crossing New Leaf, I think is what it's called. What's it called? What's it called, babe? New Horizons. Okay, New Horizons. Animal Crossing New Horizons. I always mess names up. That's what I do. All right, so go ahead, man. Have some fun. Play some video games. Play some Nintendo Switch, some PlayStation 4, some Xbox, whatever it is that you got, whatever tickles your fancy. And I'll holler back. All right. Love you guys, man. Be encouraged. And remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. Oh, and FYI, don't forget, last night's video when I gave you, we did the end of day report. Remember, I gave you where prices need to close on certain markets. So for you crypto folks out there, you need to take heed. Remember, Friday for cryptos is the actual Friday, and it extends until Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is your Friday. All right, you get it? You got it? All right. So Bitcoin has until Sunday, 6 p.m. to do what it needs to do. If it does not do it by then all bets are off. All right. So everybody have a blessed weekend, and I'm out. Peace.